but I'm back. But anyway, I was watching these videos. Um, this man has created uh, these mathematical creations, these equations that every single thing, like every single thing that we can see with our eye or what have you, is a mathematical equation. Okay, he's created he came up with these mathematical equations, and they've created pictures of like um, birds and rain, and he's created pictures of like black holes and that by punching in these mathematical equations. So like I said from the get go, from the jump, y'all, I told y'all that our very first language was geometry. Okay, it started with mathematical equations. Okay, anyway, I got other things to talk to y'all about. So last night I was watching this video, and it was talking about that from our birth to our death, we're slowly being cooked. Okay, and it makes a heck of a lot of sense. Okay, that makes a heck of a lot of sense that we're slowly being cooked. There's even been proven. It's been proven, like when you're born, your cartilages and stuff are white, okay, but at death, where they've done these experiments, at death, your cartilage has been partially cooked. It's turned brown, okay. We live in a microwave. If you really think about it, okay, we have a dome over us with a light coming through. We live in a microwave. We're this planet is in a microwave. Okay, so y'all just take that as it resonates. Um, um, but it's been researched, and they're saying that we've been slowly being cooked over time. I want to know what the heck is going on with this. Listen, for ages, I'm talking about ages and ages, since I was a little kid, it seems like a teenager. I remember them saying that about the Anunnaki return. It's always been in 2 years. In 2 years, I don't know why, but they always say in 2 years Anunnaki will return, and then that 2 years goes by, and then they'll say in 2 years they're anticipating the Anunnaki return, and that and that and that and that. Okay, I don't. I believe that's a government cover up or something. The Anunnaki are here. They're on this planet. They're not returning. They're already here. Okay, that's what I'm saying. All right, but anyway, let's find out what's going on in Collective's energy. What does Collective need to hear? What does Collective need to know? Um, Dang, there was something else I was going to talk to y'all about. Why do I want to see this one? Knight of Wands, some kind of energy, passionate energy, inspired energy. It says 10 Cups from the community. It says Page of Wands. This is an inspired, some kind of, you got some kind of discovered something, something about a free spirit, excitement. Someone's about to get excited again. It says for releasing some kind of attachment and acceptance. Oh, someone's being accepted by this community for being authentic. Y'all take what resonates, okay? Maybe a message of acceptance. Okay. Alright, y'all take what resonates. Y'all, I want to reiterate to be careful with the words that you use. Even if it's written down, or even if you're joking, or you're just trying to mess with somebody, or fuck with somebody's head. It doesn't matter. You can be careful with the words you're using, okay? All right, y'all, take what resonates. One, two, three. Tell me what's going on in Collectives right now, right here, energy. It says to receive. You're about to receive something. Keep the flow going. There's gifts, abundance coming. The Six of Pentacles, okay? That's an earth sign. Some kind of balance in giving and receiving. If you've been given, you're about to receive all that. It's like it's almost as if the universe has put something in savings for you, okay, for something to open up, okay, because you're just waiting on divine timing, okay. It's just some kind of creative opportunity. You're about to receive something for being gifted. New messages, information, a happy surprise. It's going to come out of nowhere. That's the water sign and the earth sign out there. It says love. This is two people. I'm telling you, these two gifted people fixing to be in a partnership. This is going to be like the phoenix. These two people come together, it's going to explode, y'all. I'm telling you. Something to do with it. Could be a water sign. Okay, it says unified love, partnership, proposal, marriage, and connections. We got giving and receiving, balancing the shared wealth. And it says a creative opportunity, news and messages, new information and curiosity, and a happy surprise. And it says a partnership, unified love, and a proposal, connection, okay? This is something that's about to blow up. I mean, it's like going to be like dynamite. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. The King of Cups. He's balanced his thoughts and his emotions. Look, this person's gotten grounded. He knows that you deserve something, okay? Why is that King of Cups clarifying that Six of Pentacles? It says the Knight of Swords. He was directionless. He's seeking the truth, looking for the truth. Now he's ready to defend. He's ready to defend something, saying you're authentic, something about you been telling the truth. Okay, what is he ready to defend? What is he jumping? This is defending his beliefs and driven to succeed. Truth seeking. Why is that with the Six of Pentacles? This is the Ace of Cups. This person is ready to uncover their feelings. What are they going to give? What are they wanting to give? What does this Six of Pentacles want to give? A Ten of Pentacles. This is wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, attainment, love, home. This person wants to marry you. They want to elope. They want to give you something through marriage. Why is it? Why do I keep seeing that? Why do I keep hearing it like that? It's like you... Balancing the wealth. Why do they all of a sudden want to give this to collective? Going into this creative opportunity. Clarify this Page of Cups. It says Three of Cups. To celebrate. Something about they're going to put... You're going to be known and seen publicly as authentic at whatever your gifts are, whatever this is that you've been doing on your own or by yourself. Someone is about to bring public recognition. It's happy news. Okay, this is some kind of happiness. Tell me why. This is in reverse. It says judgment in reverse. Self-doubt, inner critic, lack of self-awareness, punishment, destruction, ignoring the call. What the freak? These people were ignoring someone's gift. Someone is very gifted here. This King of Cups was ignoring the call. This King of Cups was how I want to say, influenced. They was influenced by some type of rumor or some kind of crowd. This King of Cups was influenced by this crowd. They didn't know what direction to take. This person's in love with you, collective, and wants to give you some kind of inheritance, some kind of financial security. Okay, they were doubting their self from listening to some kind of crowd that was confusing them. Tell me what it says. The Two of Pentacles. It says multiple priority. This person was talking to other people, you know, um, possibly whoring around. I'm telling you, this King of Cups was, the other people were envious of you. These other people, was pillow talking rumors about you. They were trying to make you look bad, okay? I'm telling you. During pillow talk, this person didn't know you. They didn't really know the community. This person might have just had come into this community somehow or another, but in secret, these people were collaborating together against you to get this person for some reason. This person was interested in you. Okay? It was almost as if they were like trying to chase you, but you weren't. It's like you weren't. You weren't trying to like fight up against this. You were just you're kind of in a state of mind of if you want to believe them, then fucking that's on you, okay? But you weren't like defending yourself about it or nothing. You just kept being authentic, okay? And so this person got confused. This person was confused by these temptations for some reason. They needed the approval. They needed the approval of this this crowd of people for some reason. Okay, and it started being heavy. It started feeling heavy to them, so they left. I'm telling you, this King of Cups left. Look, he left and to go find himself. Could be a Scorpio, y'all. He put it to an end. Okay, so tell me the Two of Pentacles with the Death card and the Three of Cups. It says struggling, lack of faith. Somebody went to recover. This person may have been in some type of, we'll say a dark community. Maybe, why do I want to say that these are hookers? I don't know why, but I do. I want to say that they're hookers, okay? Sex workers. I don't know, he could have been on drugs or something, in some kind of dark connected web, okay, with these people. They were giving him some type of false confidence. This person was like self-judging, self-loathing themselves, okay? They left and went somewhere to recover. It could be a Scorpio for sure, or Virgo. So y'all take what resonates there. Okay, so they left. Tell me about that. Five of Pentacles and a Death card. This card wants to show they left. Okay, this person left. Tell me what they went to leave to do. Death and Five of Coins. It says to go get some kind of public, some kind of public victory. Why was they struggling? Because something's over with. This person wasn't able to like stand up publicly and be heard. Okay, but they left, and when they're coming back, it looks like that they're coming back with some good news and some good fortune because their confidence. They raised their This person went to a rehab or something. I'm telling you, because this is a person of clout already. I'm telling you. The bottom of the deck says competition. Did this person get cleaned up? This is 8 Pentacles. They was working. They went to get evidence. Look, they went to somewhere to retrieve some kind of evidence. And to get away from that crowd right there. Because they were working. They could not talk to you and be in a public setting of that they was in a relationship. Because they were working undercover. I'm telling you. This person couldn't be showing you public displays of affection and stuff, but they were in love with you. Do you understand? And now they're coming back because they found some good fortune or found the truth. Look, they found evidence. This person left to go collect some kind of evidence because they're coming back as somebody else. They're coming back as somebody else. Their true self. This person was an undercover cop or something, y'all. Why is judgment only one in reverse? Tell me. It says because they stole. This person knows that these people right here collaborated against either you or them. They know it. It's some kind of theft. They've got the evidence. And they're coming back as their true, real self. This is an undercover. You can see it. Okay, what's this evidence? Something to do with a restaurant. It says 5 cups. It says some kind of... This is something to do with forgiving themselves. This card didn't fall all the way out, okay? It's something to do with them being undercover. This person was undercover, I'm telling you. He's fixing to bust these 3 right here because he's coming back for you. This person is coming back for you, collective. Even though they're solved some kind of case, some kind of crime or something to that effect, they're taking the initiative to make sure that they're the one that's sent back to so they can come to you. I'm telling you, they've taken the initiative to come to you. I'm telling you. This person wants to talk to you. It's going to lead into some kind of partnership. Y'all worked on something together to expose this group of people. Tell me. The Star. Plain and simple. I'm telling you. Y'all are both stars. Something's shifting into high gear, y'all. Y'all better be prepared. You better be getting grounded. Tell me what I need to know there with the partnership and the Star. Temperance. You both are equal energy. I'm telling y'all. Both of y'all together are going to be the Star. You are the authentic Star. You gave this person all of the clues. You're the one that solved the case. Pretty much. This person right here knows that y'all are an equal energy. This is somebody that does something like what you do. Tell me. Keep clarifying this. 2 of Cups, the Star, and the Temperance card. Y'all saw something together against a group of people. So the King of Pentacles carrying some kind of burdens. Look, it says, look, some kind of end in sight, some kind of completion. He's got all the evidence. You handed him all this evidence. I'm telling y'all, okay? Your leadership, y'all are, both of y'all are leaders. Leadership and security. This person's protecting some, this that belongs to you, collective. They were planning something for the future. Getting some kind of details. This person may have invested in some kind of home or built some kind of home, a cabin, a tree house. That would be fabulous. This looks like they built some type of home and they want to bring it and give it to you. Look, the end result here is some kind of new partnership coming in for collective. Okay, like a wish, a dream come true, because they're going to expose some kind of theft against a group of people. They were stuck in some kind of possibly drugs or some. I don't know. They're stick. No, it's saying plainly, this person, what they were pining over you. They were wanting to be with you, but they weren't. They couldn't. They couldn't show any kind of public display of affection. When they started talking to you, it was kind of a just by a chance, like a by chance thing, okay? But then they got stuck on you. I'm telling you, and they wanted to come and be like with you, but they couldn't because it would take away from this. This person was sleeping with these women or men, women, I don't know. They were sleeping with all this crowd right here to get information. This person wasn't in the, they wasn't in their loving energy, okay? This person was trying to get information. They was working. I'm telling you, they was working. And now it looks like they've built some kind of, they built something. It looks like a cabin or a house. Tell me about that. It says the King of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Look, that looks like they built something there too. This person is a safe house, y'all. I'm telling you, they've got something prepared for you to go to for your protection, I guess. But it's going to be a place that you can go to get out of this area, this community. I'm telling you, it says some kind of new idea. They just don't know if you'll do it. Some kind of messages and contracts on the bottom of the deck. Tell me, because this is some kind of protected home. It's protected by the angels for these stars. You and them. It says the Knight of Cups. They want to propose this opportunity. Following their heart. There's their heart. They following their heart. First card, bookends, is the Six of Pentacles. Is going to this Empress. Bottom of the deck, it says something about worrying and having fear and things like that. It does no good. Something's going in a new direction. Give me 5 cards to tell me what exactly this Empress can expect in the near future. 5 cards. There's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Bottom of the deck says the Lovers, a partnership, something about standing on the stage. Both of y'all are skilled. And it says, look, they're going to offer you a place to go. It goes, the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, the Magician. Then it goes, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Wands. This is eloping. This is a place to go to do your work, plant these seeds, they're telling you, celebrate life. You don't have nothing to worry about, ever. Like, you're going to have all the financial means that you need. You're going to have a secure place to stay. And you're going to be able to, nurture your gifts. Instead of, like, them always having to be on spot. Like, you... In somewhat of a way, it's kind of strange to say it, okay? In somewhat of a way, these attacks, they kind of keep you on your toes. They keep you in the now. These little attacks that these enemy has thrown at you. they kind of keep you on the edge, and it keeps your antenna up, like it keeps your gifts alert. Okay, um, but you've been doing this for so long that you don't even realize that you need to relax. You need a place to feel safe. Okay, you need it. Maybe you don't know that, but no marriage for me either. I mean, not that I know of. I ain't trying to get married. I'll tell you now. I'm trying to fucking be in another marriage. But anyway, they just don't work out right. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is up with a marriage. How can you be with somebody for like 9 years, then you marry them, and then you're divorced like 4 years later? Oh no, oh no. Anyway, you threw me off the subject. But you haven't had much time to sit and like relax, because you know you don't even know it, as far as you don't even realize how much of that you need. You need a lot of TLC right now, or when all this goes down, because you've been on. It's hard to explain that. You've been on all the time, even when you're not even in the consciousness of it. You're on. You're always on. Your antennas are out, waiting to pick up some type of energy that might be trying to attack you. Well, when you get to where you're going, everything's going to feel kind of like bliss, because you're going to feel safe, you're going to feel protected, you're going to be able to relax, and that's going to ignite some kind of new gift. Like it's going to propel you somehow, because you're going to have, you're actually going to be given the time to actually heal all that had happened, okay, or process it. We'll say process it, because you're healed. Or you wouldn't be in emperor mode, okay. You're healed. You're empress mode. You're healed, okay. You just need that recovery time. Does that make sense? Look at that, y'all. I can't. This is something to do with your gifts. I'm telling you. Okay, look. That was the other one that was in the deck. This authority figure has these same fucking gifts as you got. This authority figure kept them under wraps. They kept them under wraps because they are authority figure. If they was going out spouting about how spirit told them this and that and another, they wouldn't be an authority figure. They wouldn't have got the job that they got. If they was walking around talking about aliens and your chakras and that and that and that, okay? This person has kept their gifts under wraps, okay? They kept them hidden. They did not tell nobody. But there's something about your authenticity, and it's the right timing. It's divine timing. I mean, we got fucking aliens in the sky watching us. So that the government says anyway. All our food's made out of cardboard and fucking paper. People eating human meat, thinking that that's okay to make these human bodies without a soul and eat them. What kind of shit is that? Well, this person says, well, it seems like a good a time as any to let everybody know that they're psychic. I swear. Because they want to do something on a stage with you. This person may be in a band. I'm telling you, but they have psychic abilities. It says wisdom. Y'all, if y'all have been looking for that unicorn, that joker been showing up. That unicorn been showing up. Look, it says 11-7, y'all. That's something to do with a wish. A wish fulfillment. Okay, I'm telling you, that unicorn has been something is very unexpected about to happen. Now, let me tell y'all, if you can catch a unicorn by its horn, all you gotta do is touch the horn. You don't even have to grab it or nothing. Just touch the unicorn horn. All your wishes come true. All of them. Everything you ever dreamed of will come true. That's crazy. That's crazy. It says orphan on the bottom. Galactic orphan. I feel like a galactic orphan. Anyway, y'all take where it resonates. Somebody did something all alone. You're the lone unicorn. You are the Pedifamilius. You are whatever he says in fucking what that movie oh brother where art thou. Look, you're the lone. You are. God, it's hard to explain it. I know this sounds a little off, but you're like the boss in the spiritual world. I want you to understand that, what I mean. It's hard. Okay, in the spiritual world, you receive respect and honor, and they look to you as wise and a good leader, protective leader. All of that's about to be exposed here on the 3D realm, okay? You're very regal. You're royalty. You're royalty. And you and somebody else, this other being, the energy, the energy of it, seems that they may be on a lower hierarchy, because you're higher up than they are. I know that sounds crazy. Like you're the leader. You're the boss. This other energy that's coming in is like learned from you. Okay? Take what resonates. That's what I'm hearing. There's something about joy and creativity in your third eye. Okay? Colors. Take what resonates. If this is resonating with y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate. That's funny. Anyway, that information's down in the description if anybody would like to support the channel. Thank you, Miss Kate. Yeah, I mean, y'all know that this is the truth. What I'm saying, I ain't got to prove nothing to you. All I'm saying, something to do with 8 and 8. There's something to do with 8 and 8. This is what this is showing me. 8 and 8. Something ending. Some kind of goodbye. Bye. Man, what else? What was that I was gonna... Man, there was something going on with fucking Trump, and I can't remember. Look, this is equal energy. This is like you, and this is like them learning to change. I'm telling you, this person is like... I don't want to use specific words, okay? They're not lesser than or below. It's like you're the teacher of their spirit. I can't. Please understand that. You brought somebody up from a lower level up to your level. To your equal energy. By them actually taking the time to do the work and put in the work. Okay? That's who your partner, his partner's coming in to do this. I'm trying to tell y'all, okay? Surrender to something. It's telling you to surrender to it. Okay? Something about success. Surrender to it. Sentient, something sentient. It says quit. It says sentient out there. Quit the film. What is this? Films by CNN. Films by CNN. When film quit. When films quit, surrender. Films? What are you talking about? When films quit, surrender. I won't say that I won't never get married again. I'll say that that ain't in my cards. That when I divorced the last one, I said, no, I don't think I want to do this again. Exciting, getting your excitement back. Okay. What is this about the film? If your surrender, Sex City. What the fuck? Burn Sex City. If wife. Y'all got choked up for some reason. Damn it. Burn Sex City. In life. Something in life. Quit sex. Crime. Somebody's quitting crime? A life of crime? For real. What did I just see? I just seen a word. It says music. Music. Something about with music. Crying. Cry with. Music with. Blues. There's something about the blues. It's crying with the blues. Blues house. New York. Is the House of Blues in New York, y'all? I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Wink. Ricky. What has Ricky got to do with it? Ricky. Something about news of Ricky. News of Ricky. Somebody told me he was dead, but I don't think he is. It says tricks news, new tricks. Ricky's got new tricks. I don't know. This fucker says witches. Witches run. Witches run. Freaky. Yeah, they're freak show. Okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all, hold on just a second. I feel like I'm gonna burst into laughing. Hold on, I don't hate when that fucking happens. Like, I feel like I'm about to burst into laughing, y'all, so just give me a second. Hold on. Like someone's put some kind of fucking... Hold on. God dang it. Stop. I'm trying not to do it. I feel like I'm about to burst out fucking laughing. Stop. Witches run. Yeah, they do. They don't run very fast though, because most of them are big, fat, ugly fucking slobs. It says lumber, slumber, slumber. Someone's asleep. It says fuck with you. Which is fuck with. Fucking with you. Why? 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 Something about riches. Riches. New riches. Number. Okay, what is the numbers out here? Fucking number. Fucking numbers. Stop. Okay, let's move that. Where it don't say fucking. Okay, numbers. If numbers. Someone's calculated some kind of numbers. If numbers switch. Switch numbers. Switch number. Yeah, my number's not the same. It's just somebody had a wreck. Someone had a wreck. And changed somebody who was in there. Life. File. Quick. File something quick on, it looks like on a wreck. And they switched the name, the birth name. Birth. My birth. My birth. File. Switch life. What? Quick. What? Club, cult, witches. My birth. Screw my birth. Someone tried to mess with someone's chart it from the get-go. Fun with screwing life. It almost looks like it says rewind, but there's no D, but it says rewin. Screw with twin. Screw with twin. Screen. Birth. Why does it say it says sirens? My sirens. Something about a crib. Crib. My crib is new new crib. Fuck. Golly, that's irritating. Wise. Somebody says they're wiser now. Well, that's good. Bryce. Rice. Ice. Nice. Nice. Nice new truck. Yeah. You talking about the dog boy? You talking about the dog boy with his nice new truck? Could be. What? There's an H laying on the couch right here. That's crazy. We'll throw it in the mix. That's crazy. It was sitting right here beside my leg. Okay, hit with a brick. So we hit someone with a brick. He hit with a brick. She hit with a brick. Somebody hit somebody with a brick. Hit my truck with a brick. You see that? It says hit. She hit my truck with a brick. Left in left with Ricky. Somebody wrecked somebody's truck and left with Ricky. Somebody left somebody in the vehicle. That's what it almost looks like. Within surreal future. Future, someone shy. Within the future, near future, in future success. It says crush the, they crush wicked. They crush the wicked. Blue fur. I don't know what would be blue fur. I mean, there's no blue animals to make blue fur. So what the fuck? True wicked. Okay. True witches. Cruel. Something's cruel. Truly cruel. Something's truly cruel. Okay. Burying something. Hold on, y'all. Bury clues. Bury clues in thick and thick. Something about a truck. Mr. Why, when, with, Mr. West. Fresh new. What is fresh and new? Fresh new. TLC. Okay. Mr. Ice by unit. Mr. Ice by unit. Who's Mr. Ice? Okay. By unit. Something about unity and unite. Okay, unites with Christmas, no A. Christ, so he's united with Christ. Y'all, this person has changed their beliefs. I'm telling you, they've changed their beliefs. This person is united with Christ. Buying some kind of unit. There's somebody named Christy. Yeah, Ragley. Oh, Ragley, nasty ass. She's, oh Lord, that just made me think of that other one. And I believe she's going by the name Sandy. Because that Christy, man, and she come into that fucking store talking about, oh, if it hadn't been for me, you wouldn't have done such and such and such and such. Well, I think you was the one that was trying to traffic me, to be honest with you. Something to do with that fucking idiot Al. Y'all think it doesn't resonate. Something about reunited. Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited and we understood. Something about a unit. Buying a unit. Chris. What is it Chris? Rich. Richie. It's my baby daddy's last name. Richie. Rich. Fire. Saying fire. Burn unit. Look at that. Fucking says burn unit. And it says fire. Fire burn unit. What in the fuck, man? Y'all, just trying to say something big time. Fire burn unit. There's something to do with a secret. A secret. Just like that. First. First try my club. You talking about the Shriners? I believe they're talking about the Shriner Club. You know, they're Illuminati. They just, I don't even know if they even know it. Let me tell y'all this, y'all. The Shriners. Okay. My sister would burn as a kid. The hot water. Supposedly she poured a pot of hot water to come off the stove onto her head. Supposedly. But she was in the burn unit. Y'all, this is fucking crazy. She was in the burn unit. She was 1.5. I was just barely born. I was a few months old. Sitting up already, though, because I was in a high chair. My dad was supposedly feeding me. And she didn't notice that she'd grabbed the pot and poured it on herself. Well, she was in the burn unit. My mom was a young kid. She was 18. Maybe if she was even 18 yet. Okay, but she had 2 kids. One of them in a burn unit, and one of them was a newborn, pretty much. But the Shriners helped. They helped with that the whole situation because mom was poor. She had no money. She's a kid. An abusive relationship with a whatever he is. But Shriners are Illuminati. I'm just telling y'all, that's like the Skull and Bones and shit like that. The Shriners are the same thing, same kind of shit. They believe in the Lucifer is the beacon of light and all that shit. Okay, y'all. I told y'all a long time ago. I remember that Mom had some kind of meeting with some fucking man. I'm telling you, she had some kind of fucking meeting with this man, and they was exchanging, like, it looked like a manila envelope. I was such a little kid. It's hard to remember it all very, everything. But I do remember I was sitting at that little tiny table, like a toddler table. There wasn't nothing in that whole fucking apartment but a couch and a little tiny toddler table. And I remember scratching that book from the airport that you take the pencil and you scratch and it makes the picture. I was sitting there doing that, and Mama was talking to some man in some kind of military uniform, and he kept putting his hat under his arm. It was like a dark blue uniform looking thing, like a pilot to me. And he kept putting his hat under his arm like that. But he had a manila envelope right here, and it was like that thick. And he handed it to Mama. I don't remember what they were saying. I remember what it looked like outside. There was no grass. We were in like a duplex type apartment. There was nothing above us. There was just two apartments connected together. There was no grass. It was all dirt outside. Okay, it was all dirt. I remember being there. My sister wasn't there for some odd reason. I don't know why, but I appeared to be about 3. Maybe a little younger than 3. But I was alert and aware and I could see things. I wasn't a talker, okay? I paid attention when I was a kid. I watched things and looked, and I wasn't a talker. I was an observer big time when I was little. But I remember it plainly, okay? But these Shriners were a big part of our lives. Huge, big, huge part of our lives. We got to go to the Shriner circuses and everything because of that. My sister getting burned as a child. We had tickets to Shriner Circus. I can remember going for a good 10 years or so to that Shriner Circus. I don't know exactly what's involved with that, but something is. Okay, and then you got my grandparent on my dad's side. She is fucking completely, totally. You can just see it. She might as well write it on her forehead. She's Illuminati or something, for sure, for sure. But y'all take what resonates. Butcher, if butcher what? Lucky? If butcher lucky. What do you fucking mean? That shit irritating me. If butcher lucky, shrine. Butcher. Much brighter. Something's much brighter. If when twin, where twin, where not, it says brew, quiz. Okay, what is the quiz all about? I really want to fucking know. Says trucker. Yeah, my ex was a trucker. Mm-hmm. He runs some fucking body off the road. Trucker. Machine. What does it say? Shy. God almighty. FBI. Why would the FBI be shy? It says winner. Winner. My winner. My twin. My twin, such fun. Something about wishes. wish, wish, bunch, wish bunch, life, wish life bunch, my wish, life, winner, life winner, truck. Why does it say truck? Something about the trunk, crunk, crunk, true, true life. Something's true life. In true life. My wish in true life. It says winter. Winter. My winter. Sucks. Sucked. Self. Self. Huh. Myself. With myself. Spent winter with myself. With myself. Balancing something. Crying. There was some kind of, it says there was a, somebody had some kind of crash or something. Somebody had a wreck or something. Headquarters. Spent headquarters with myself. Finish. Finish this. God finished this. Left me instructions. Somebody was left instructions to do something and didn't. Left instructions with me. Strictly mine. Something strictly mine. First. I'm first. It says something about crimes. Tricky crimes. You unwind. There's no D. Blunt. Yeah, I want to smoke a blunt. That's what I want to do. Men's shirt. Men's shirt. Men's shirt. Ricky men's shirt. Blue. It's blue. Okay. Okay. Blue men's shirt. Funny blue. Funny club. Comedy club. His. Dang, if there was an O, it'd say history. His story. tricky. His story tricky. News, by news. Listen, Mr. Rick, Funny Club. Why? Why listen? Curb fun. Sunny let in. Sunny let in sun. Okay. Let in the sun. Why? For some fun. Mickey hire Ricky. That's interesting. That's crazy because that bitch was that Dollar fucking General. She had Ricky locked up. That's weird. It says Mitch. Somebody hired somebody to do something to you. I'm telling you, Mitch. Realize somebody, he realized her Elizabeth. Y'all, it says Elizabeth. I'm telling you, this is somebody connected to Christy. God, they all live in that same fucking house with Tara. Tara's grandma's house. And she was going to have to fucking sell that house. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she had all this fucking money and was able to even fix the house. But she was going to sell it because she couldn't afford it or something. I mean, she was really going to sell it. Then all of a sudden, she had all this fucking money and was fixing it. Right after some kind of wreck that Elizabeth had. Curls. There's something to do with a microphone. It says Shirley. This is a cousin. This is my mom's cousin. Shirley. Something to do with the business. Hire early. We hire. Music. We hire music. Hurley. Crib. I don't know, it says bitch. Hurley bitch. Yeah. That could be somebody's last name. Music bitch. Oh, that's making me laugh. Look, something about singing on a cruise boat. I know that sounds crazy. There's something about singing on a... Something is curly. He curly. It says air. But there was a message sent that somebody did not give. It says security. My security. For my security. Do something for their security, y'all. This has really got some good words in it today. Burn. Okay. Why fuck? Okay, something about a burn unit for sure. It's wanting me to say that again. Fix, mix, Fix, mixer, mixer. Fix mixer. Burn mixer. Ruin mixer. What the fuck? FBI? The FBI security? Security in club. Yup. No, you talking about James Dillard? Could he possibly be in Pam's Club and Genesis Club of Witches? No way. Yeah. So what about it? Exit next. Next. What is next? Next in some kind of curiosity. There's no O. iClub. Next iClub. Security. Mitchell Meets the Universe. That's a good movie. Uni next exit. Some kind of reunion. Club. Why do you keep saying club? Much size. This is a big, huge club. Recite. Close, recite. Bit. How do I want to say it? Saying merchant. Merchandise. Something about life. Okay. Security in riches. Shit, it says. Cure my. This RH negative, RH blood, something to do with your blood type. Nickel. Why does it say nickel? Nickel. Fickle. Sickle. Death. Hit. Sickle. Curb my. Likes. Like habits. Curb my likes. Fun. Somebody's a gambler. Somebody gambles. New York, North Carolina. I'm sure there's more out here. It says white truck. My white truck. They're talking about a truck. My white truck refuses my click. Somebody refuses my click. Burn it. Somebody burning some kind of clues. Burning clues. Fuses. in my white truck. Fuses in my white truck. I don't know. This says a winner and it says twins. So somebody's going to be a winner. There's going to be an official winner in this. Okay, win inner, something about inner balance clicks. When inner balance clicks, turn my riches fine line we God dang, we turn my sick incline. Someone's inclined to do something. His we this my turn. When this my turn. When this my turn. Something about a brick. Why? Why do you say brick? Hold on, y'all. Something is unruly. Unruly. MK. Ultra. It don't say ultra because there's no A. But it almost does. MK Ultra. Unruly. Something about... something sinister. It says sinister. Culture. Sinister culture. It's saying sinister culture. We sinister culture. MK. Y. Something sick. It's saying something is lucky. Lucky future. Your future is lucky. My future. My future. Slice. Slice in. Slice in. Future. Near future. My near future. Slice. Like. Likes. They say sin. There's something to do with somebody's cousin. Crushing my flute. Flutter. Clutter. Clear out clutter. Clear the clutter. Burn it. I know. Cousin. My cousin. Okay, y'all. Let me see what y'all got to say about it. Yes, it says all of those things. Something. Self what? Myself in something about a nurse. Nursery. Myself in nursery. Wicked. Man, there's witches. No, I didn't like the nursery that my mom took us to. If in climb in, climb, nursery, rhyme, rhythm, nursery rhyme, rhythm. Stop. Seems like every song that I listen to sounds like a nursery rhyme. Like an old nursery rhyme. Says something about the Turner TV. There's something to do with TV in New York. Turner Television in New York. Flick. Crimes. Burner. Burn crime. Burn crimes. Quit. Let me. Scrit. Why does it say scrit? Time. Flickers. Time flickers. Tim. Bunny. That's abundance. Time flickers. On some kind of screen. Alright, y'all. What the freak? White bunny. Follow the white bunny. So somebody's diving into the rabbit hole. The white rabbit. Secure. Key. Secure some kind of key. Why it's saying Murray and Curry. Currency. Something about the current, going with the flow. South Carolina, North Carolina. Somebody may be going back and forth across state lines. Kim. Fly. Currently fly. Currently Kim. In with. Crew. In with crew. Urgently. Something's urgent. Urgent cure. Somebody needs an urgent cure. Something to do with their blood. God dang, this changing back and forth because it's talking about music. And then it's talking about something else. Mike. Secure. Why is he secure? Okay, secure, but fluently, first birth, that shit's getting on my fucking nerves. Something about currency. Much currency. Scully. Cry birth. Cry birth. Flew in my birth. Are you saying certificate? Everything but the A. Some bunk. Bunk. Something was debunked. Birth certificate. Debunk. Numbers. Why? Just tell me. You got me going around in circles now. Numbers in fiction. Numbers. New numbers. UK. Crumbles. Certified. Certification. Certificate. Wise or whiz. IQ. Quick. Numbers. Quick numbers. Quickly fix numbers. We quickly fix numbers. It's saying rich. Y'all take what resonates, man. There's a lot still left, I'm sure. Swift. Swiftly. Quickly. Encumbers. Swiftly encumbers. I don't know. Shit, talking about CERN now. CERN. Certain. There's no A. Encumbers. CERN. Are you talking about them opening that fucking portal? Remember. Somebody remembers. Reminds. Incorporated. Something incorporated quickly. Something twice. Something happened twice. It says Musk. God dang, he sure is in a lot of every fucking thing. That irritates me to know that he's into every fucking thing. This motherfucker ain't... How do they let somebody that's never known really true suffering be in charge of? Because I mean, these people, he don't have a clue what it's like to really live in this world. Something is firm and risky. All he knows is rich life. He don't know shit about what it's really like to live in this fucking world. Climbed in Bessel West. What are you saying right there? Tussle. Cut cost. Some kind of something makes sense. Something about a scene and a scent. Ricky knows him. It smells like vanilla. It says something about a while. Some kind of scenery. Looking at some kind of scenery for a while. Someone's tired of looking at the scenery. Quietly quit. Quietly center Sentient scenario. What? What are you saying? Quietly. Crunk. It's like someone stole somebody's car. This is something about science. Science. Talk to you later. Talk to you later. Hit. Hit. Entice. Entice. Sex. Someone's trying to entice sex. Intensely brutal. It says it's intensely brutal. And then it says since then they left. It says since then they left. Krusty, Christy. Why it's saying music, something's in sync. Sync. Mitchell. Michelle. Thief. Filthy thief. That's funny. It says, with nice, clues. Hefty, bunch. They're saying someone's fixing to have a big lump sum of fucking money. Okay. Muscles. How would it say this? Muscle. Someone has clout. They have muscle. They have clout. Something about inquiring something. Inquiring why? Minds want to know. Sinners. Wow, that shit just come out of nowhere. I think it says thirsty sinners. Thirsty sinner. Quicken the dead. Quickly run. Sinners quickly run. Quickly run. Okay, this has got several couple things in here. It's talking about music. It looks like it's talking about something in a secret society, because it's talking about the Shriners, a circus. Could be talking about a circus. It says siren, some kind of fire. Someone was trying to burn clues, burn some kind of evidence, because they knew. It says they knew. They knew. And it also says they knew. They knew and they knew. She knows, she knows, she knows. Somebody knows. True. They know the truth. It says true music. Why does that? I don't know. True music. Someone knows true music. Why? When? Thin? When? Blink? Something's going to happen in the blink of an eye, y'all. Like that. It looks like you're going to... Everything points to y'all. You're going to be moving to somewhere new. And getting a whole fresh new everything. A fresh new start on everything. You're going to get some kind of... It's saying something about... It says virtue, but there's no, I don't see a V. I see virtue. Strict, strict, line, strict line, restrict, restrict, be, wire. Somebody's going to be wired. Oh, first line. First line. We first in line. Crew. Crew. Something about winners. Winners in life. It says winners in life. That's what it says, y'all. Y'all take what resonates. That shit says winners in life, okay? Take what resonates. Dang, I got a, it does say screw. I got a confirmation here at fucking 12:38 at night. What the hell? A new message. Huh, that was weird. Why she would be hitting me up at fucking 12:30? That's weird. Anyway, it says burst in, raid. It's some kind of somebody bursting in with my new, future. Y'all, I'm with it. I'm with it. Something about it. It does say circus out here. It says CUR, and I've already put up some of these, and it's still out here. CIRCUS. Circus. New circus. Maybe you're gonna go to. Maybe you're gonna be in the circus collective. New circus. Run. Fun. Shriners. The Shriners. Why would it fucking say Shriners and circus out here? Ricky. Okay. Y'all take what resonates. It says something about a wife. But y'all seen it. It says circus out here. That just blows my mind. It said Shriners and circus. Look, and it's crazy how I'm connected to all this stuff. Like, my life is connected to all of this stuff, okay? All of it. And it just blows my mind how it can be. It says 6 and 9 up there. I'm a Cancer, y'all. Why? Why would it be doing that? It says July. We got Buck. We got Here and Now. Buck. Buck is an ex that worked for a fire department for this county right here. He don't work for it no more. He got hurt. Ain't that just weird? It says a picture, a video, a snapshot using photos from social media. Somebody's got a picture of you they carry around with them that they took from the web, from Facebook or something. It says Monday. It says wishing well. It says keep your wishes alive. It says white. It says 2 of Cups. It says Thursday. So what we got here, let me show y'all what it says. July, Buck. It says Here and Now, Monday. A picture, a video, a snapshot, wishing well, white, Thursday, and 2 of Cups. Take what resonates. Something's happening here and now. Monday to Thursday. Tomorrow's Monday. Well, right now is Monday. Okay? Wednesday. Look, it's something about the days of the week. There's something about a week. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. How am I going to get 3 days and that many, this many index cards. You know, this is probably a good 100 index cards right here. And I'm going to get 3 days of the week and a month on here. The here and now. Keep your wishes alive. Don't let go of your dreams. Talk. Who's talking? What is Buck? Black and white. Y'all, god dang, this is twin victory. Y'all. It says Mel, Malcolm, Mallory, Melissa, or Melanie dead. Somebody passed away. Wednesday, short term, playing with fire. So somebody was playing with fire. It says somebody's a leader. Talking about the M on the hand, meaning that it's leader, healer, teacher, mark of hope, catalyst, and transcendent. So if you got the M on your hands, that's what you are. It says awakened. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for your confirmation. It says destroy, come together. Gotta. In order to live, this is what it said over and over. In order to live, you must die. Turned on, here and now. Magic spell broken, disintegrated, dissolved. Someone lost their powers. 7 of Cups. Magic spells have been disintegrated. So whatever's coming to you is true. It's not a spell. Tuesday. God dang, I got every day of the week. It says Carol, good times, something about Christmas, and 33. Singing together. Carols, good times, singing together. There's something about Christmas there. Thursday, spring, devil's in the details. Look at the small things. Look closer. Hawk. What's in the details? Tell me what's in the details. What do we need to know about the details? Separate worlds, logic, and Satan the serpent of the air. This can be that. Don't let temptation sway you. Talk about what? The wishing well. Drinking and stars. Wishing well, drinking. Drinking up the wishing well. You're going to get your wishes. Help is here. I'm telling you, it says it. Divine Earth Angel. And it says true colors. Take what resonates. Talk, stars. Heavy burdens. Unbalanced. Rebuke and return to sender. Royalty. Somebody was attacking both of y'all because you're both some type of high-ranking energy in the spiritual world. It says locked up discernment, gifts of the Holy Spirit. Whoever, look, it says whoever stole is getting locked up. The crooked is getting locked up. This discernment here says pay underneath it. Quickly. This is going to happen suddenly. You're going to get some kind of pay. You're going to get some kind of reward. Somebody's going to approach you. Look, they're coming towards you. It says a friend, an ex, or a co-worker. They don't have a plan. Look, this is the boss. This is Pam and Tommy. That is fucking crazy. That shit's going on at fucking Walmart. That motherfucker Jimmy Dillard is somehow related to Pam. I don't know. The bad ones organized together. One consciousness. The good ones, pure ones, are usually loners. Collective needs to connect, expand their energy, and grow. Facts. Understand this, it says. Major arcanas means secret, big secret. Minor arcana means little secret. Arcana, the word arcana means secret. Secrets exposed. It says encouraged and blessings. Serendipity. You're getting some kind of serendipitous rewards. It says there's no plan. Someone's got a picture of what they want to do. It says no stone left unturned. Monday alert. News teaching others importance of self-image, self-confidence, and skills. Kids, stay golden, pony boy. Somebody filed bankruptcy. Gonna get a new start on life. Stay golden and share. And it says 35 to 40. Stay golden and share. What could have caused the bridge to collapse? Alert. 10 times shiny star. Communication. 8. Interference caused the bridge to collapse. But luckily, you was on the right side of the bridge. Just saying. Alright, y'all take what resonates. If that's resonating, y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, that stuff's down in the description. Okay, it says the 70 sent out. Luke 10. It says, after these things, the Lord appointed 70 others also, and sent them 2 by 2 before his face into every city and place where he himself was about to go. Then he said to them, 2 by 2, y'all. It says, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Therefore pray the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest. Go your way, behold, I send you out as lambs among wolves. Carry neither money bags, knapsacks, nor sandals, and greet no one along the road. But whatever house you enter, first say, peace to this house. And if a son of peace is there, your peace will rest on it. If not, it will return back to you. And remain in the same house, eating and drinking such things as they give, for the laborer is worthy of his wages. Do not go from the house to house. Whatever city you enter and they receive you, eat such things as set before you, and heal the sick there, and say to them, the kingdom of God has come near to you. But whatever city you enter and they do not receive you, go out into the streets and say, the very dust of your city which clings to us we wipe off against you. Nevertheless, know this, that the kingdom of God has come near you. But I say to you that it will be more tolerable in that day for Sodom than for that city that rejected you. You're authentic, collective. You're a child of God, and I'm telling you, and listen, he's partnering you up with somebody, because it says they go out 2 by 2. So you and somebody's about to partner up to even be partners of a business or true partners, period, okay? But you're getting partnered up. You're being sent out to do this work. I'm telling you, he 70, what did it say, 70,000? 70, anyway. 70 is enough. But he sent them out 2 by 2 to go to their parts of the world to heal and that. And if you go into a house and you say, may peace be with you, and they reject you, your peace will come back to you. And God's mercy on that household that rejected a servant of God. And that city that rejected the servant of God, you wipe the dust from your feet. That's a sign to the angels to destroy that city. It says, the reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They've been removed from your life because the universe is taking you to the next. It says they have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Greater is coming. Collective. What's the bottom say? Bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine. Move forward knowing that it's working in your favor, collective. especially if you've been doing the work and you've been healing and elevating. Okay, now, if you've just been staying, okay, then that you can expect back in return. Okay, but if you've been doing the work, you're about to get the rewards. It's about to be the payoff time. You can feel it building up in the energy. You can see it in the things that are going on around us. Okay. With this buildup of all this, I want to say chaos. This is over here happening, that's over there happening, this is over here happening, that. Look over here, pay attention over here, pay attention over here. That right there in itself is telling you that the tables are turning, okay? Something is shifting, okay? Or they wouldn't be frantically trying to distract you, okay? If you've come to peace and balance with yourself, you'll understand that. You'll see that. You'll see that they're trying to distract you from what you're doing. Okay, because you're elevating it. Because we're going into a time everybody is getting some type of elevation, be it light or dark. Okay, depending on your mindset and where you're at. Okay, and if you're stuck in the dark, you're going to be like, that's not going to be a very good place to be. But at the same time, you got to understand what is happening in the world. Okay, the world is fulfilling prophecy. My Bible, the Bible that I read, the one that says all, what's happening in the prophecy, there's going to be a lot of dark people that they thought that they perceived, golly, they came across as like Christians, okay, like Christian people. They verbally called themselves Christians, but their actions weren't Christian-like. They weren't loving or kind or accepting or any of that, okay? Though that dark inside of them people are about to show. It's about to be clear that these people aren't of the light. Okay, I'm telling you. So y'all prepare for that. Okay, just prepare for that. And if you're being your true authentic self, and you're not exhibiting any kind of intentional hate or anything like that, and you're doing right, and they reject you, they will pay the price for that. Okay, if you're being rejected for your message from God, the message that God has placed upon you, and you're getting rejected, those people that rejected that message they're going to be paying the price for it. Okay. It's all coming to a head. It's about to pop. I'm just saying, y'all take that as it resonates. Let's get something out of one of these books. Can you give us some advice? It says Deep Cuts. Okay, I really like this book. This is a new one. I've been reading it, but it's really good. All right, what kind of advice would you want to give Collective as we leave this this reading? And these readings have been pretty good lately. Like they've been feeling real light feeling, and I don't know. I got this person, y'all. I just don't know. It seems like that person is the same one that had me going to Texas. I'm pretty sure that's the same person, but this person talking about like these good readings, like these positive readings, they'll put a negative comment on it. Like these really good positive ones, this person will come and put a negative comment on it. I know you're watching. I know you are, Sandy. It's you. Okay? Don't think I don't know who you are. I do. I know. And I seen that picture about them fucking, were you sending them fucking pictures of cactuses, but that was fake. That was some kind of fucking AI or something. But that picture of you going like this, that's Christy. That's Christy, perfectly standing there like this. Christy. Redhead Christy. Live with Tara. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm giving somebody a message right now that's watching. Okay? I know. And this is the advice. This is the heart of the matter. Once the idea arrived, I followed it dumbly, taking the subway straight from Brooklyn to Port Authority and boarding at 1:30 a.m. Greyhound heading west. Pay attention, y'all. I rubbed my arm for warmth the whole night, staring out the smeared window. A bruise ripened slowly on the heel of my right hand. When the sky lightened over Ohio's significant too. I called my parents because it keeps showing up in the letters. I called my parents, who agreed to pick me up in Indianapolis once they recovered from their surprise. This is so unlike you, my mom repeated the whole drive from the bus station. It's really helpful how you keep pointing that out, Mom, I said. My bedroom had become the treadmill room. This was new. On my last visit, the walls had still been lined with my music posters, most of them from record sleeves and CD cases. Their fold lines still visible. I didn't ask where they had gone. My brother's room had been left untouched, right down to the life-size Michael Jordan poster and assorted winter medals hanging from the curtain rod, clanging lightly in a breeze through the open window. If they'd known I was, I said. I entered his room and closed the door on my parents' strange faces. I scanned the shelves of teen photos, those other families he kept, his easier siblings, then sat on the bed. So another I'm telling you, there's something to do with another family. Okay, then sat on the bed and opened the nightstand drawer, where I found a framed glamour shot of his high school girlfriend resting in a cloud of gum wrappers. I wasn't sure what I was looking for, maybe some clue to that stability my brother had always embodied, the self-belief that seemed to ballast him against emotional highs and lows, as if he won it in a deal with the devil. But his room was the room of a good person. Mom knocked on the door with only 2 pieces of my high school clothing she'd saved. A sundress made by my aunt and a pair of Christmas pajamas from a matching family set. I put on the pajamas and instantly fell into a sleep so deep it took me minutes to remember where I was when I finally woke up. So something's going on here about, y'all, that triggered me bad. That part right there triggered me about because when my dad died, we was going through pictures, and for some reason, I have no idea why. I mean, my mom has never fucked with the pictures. We had like photo albums like this, like shit ton of photo albums, okay? Shit ton of them, okay? Of all of our childhood, the whole thing, and our kids, everything, okay? When my dad died, we were going through photos to find photos of him to give to the people to put on the film thing, right? And she had, for some reason, had all of our individual photos separated and put into like a envelope, okay? And I had maybe 6 photos. I couldn't figure it out. I don't understand. Like, she gave all my fucking pictures away. Very weird. It was very weird. Very strange. I didn't have but like 6 photos of my entire life. And I was like, where's all my photos at, Mama? She was like, oh, I don't know. I separated these out. La, 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 la. Okay, so since when did you start sitting down with fucking photo albums and separating our faces out? Like, when the fuck did that ever happen? Ever in a zillion years that my mom sat down prior to my dad dying. She didn't know he was going to die. So when the fuck did she take the time to sit down and skim through all these photos? She gave all my photos to my fucking wicked aunt. I'm telling you, my aunt or my dad, they asked for them. I don't have hardly no. I'm going to say this, okay? My sister did it first. My ex-husband did it first, actually. They tried to keep all of my fucking memories. I ended up getting this box, and it happened to have them in it. But they wasn't trying to give it to me. They were trying to keep my memories. And then I toted them things around, toted them around, keeping a hold of them, okay? And I ended up, I tried to give them to my daughter because a lot of them have significance of her in it, okay? And all her childhood, I was one to keep, like, I kept first this and first that. I was one to write in a fucking baby book about milestones and all that shit. I had all of that shit. And my sister kept it. Stole my fucking memories. Like, why would she want my pictures and shit? Like, I don't fucking understand that. But she kept it. She wouldn't give it back to me. And then put it in a storage unit and lost the storage unit. So therefore, all those memories, all that's gone. I barely have a picture of me existing. Besides online. Oh God, really? There's hardly a picture of me to even exist, that I even exist. Ain't that weird? But I don't know. That's just strange to me. Why? It's like they were trying to erase me. I'm telling you, it's like they was trying to erase me. Because dang near every picture of me is gone. It's gone. Just don't exist. My high school pictures, all that stuff. You know how your mama would have every grade picture? Okay, well, I didn't have any of that stuff. I don't understand it. I took all those pictures. I remember having those pictures. I remember her having those pictures. I remember them being in the photo albums. But when she handed me that fucking envelope, or had maybe 6 or 7 pictures in it. And my sister's was full. And my nieces and nephews, all of them had full pictures. And mine had like 6 pictures in it. I'm looking at Mama going, like, what? That didn't even feel like my mama at that time. That whole scenario, her finding a gun, please. You done searched through that whole fucking house and found $40,000 hid in a drawer, but just so happened the day that we're looking for pictures, we find this gun, please, with the fucking serial number scratched off of it. I don't get that. I don't understand that. I don't know where that fuck come from. I don't understand. And then nothing else ever said about that gun. Ever. There was guns, a bullet, and ear thingies. There was a case of bullets, a gun, and those things that you put on your ears. No one knows where it came from. It was in a drawer. No one has no fucking clue where this gun come from or why it was there. With this fresh case of bullets. I don't know. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm telling y'all this right now. So it must be something, a message out there for somebody to hear it. Because there's something going on that it's like they were trying to erase you. I don't get that. It does feel like they was trying to just delete you. I'm telling you. It's like some kind of envy in your family. I'm feeling like this is your grandparent. I don't know. There's something to do with them being tied to a secret society. You were supposed to be a fucking sacrifice and you survived. But it's all going to come out. Everything. It's all about to be revealed. Robert, Bobby, Robin, Bert, and Bob. Let's talk. Something was stolen. Toxic situation. Amen. Talk about what? Past is behind you. Yeah. What's back there? It's for sure back there. You know, I'm able to reinvent myself, walk away from whatever I've had to deal with in the past. Like I've been able to like reinvent myself, let go of the hurt, okay? And there's these triggers that'll bring up these memories of the hurt, and I don't understand that. But sometimes there'll be a trigger and it'll bring up the memories of this of what really I've been through. And it'll trigger the hurt. Like it'll make me remember it for some reason. But then at the same time I remember, guess what, y'all? I'm still alive. I'm still here to fucking remember it. And they can't do nothing about it. Woo! Protected. Blessed. Thank you, God. I love you. Okay? They can't do shit about it. I do remember, though. I remember it'll like something will trigger the memories of the pain and the hurt that I went through. And then I remember, well, I made it. I made it through that. That's all that matters. Okay? Alright, y'all. Y'all stay golden. Y'all, I love y'all. I got something to do in the morning. So it's going to be a late reading tomorrow because I got to go do something in the morning. And it'll probably be around lunchtime because I still got to go pick up baby. So if baby's asleep or if baby takes a nap, I'll be able to do it in the afternoon. If not, it's going to be after 4 before I can do a reading. I just want to let y'all know so y'all don't be like, oh, is her live yet? Okay. Anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button, get the new videos. Go hit the bell again, and it'll say all. Hit all. Okay? Alright, y'all. And if y'all want to donate, it's Cash App $AngelMoon6237. I still feel like there's something that they're wanting me to end this. Like there's something I'm supposed to say to end this. Okay, I'll just get it out of a book. Let me just pull a random book out from the Dragon Girls. What's the Dragon Girls got at the end? We're going to read that end page. Well, the last page, 137:11, y'all. It says, it was beautiful, and she could have sworn the meadow leaves rustled. Your mom is waiting out front, said Mrs. Am. It says, drawing the blinds. Good job, Mia. You got a lot done today. Thanks, Miss Amid, said Mia, grabbing her things. She had done even more than Mrs. Amid realized. So you've accomplished more than what anybody even knows, and you're fixing to get thanks and gratitude. The door opened, and in walked her teacher. You look like you're 1,000 miles away. She laughed. I kind of was. Mia smiled. You finished your mom's necklace. Yes. She was impressed. Mrs. Amend sounded impressed. Looking down at her own workspace, Mia saw the necklace was indeed finished. On either side of the pretty bead were tiny golden leaves threaded into metal chains. They looked exactly like the tree queen's leaves. Mia picked up the necklace. So, look, and you're gonna get some kind of adoration for a job well done. Somebody may be crafty. Something about adoration. So that's what it said at the end of that book. Let's get another one and see what it says at the end of this one. I just feel like the fraud. What is it going to say at the end? It says the afterword, okay? This is something, we don't want to do the afterword. We want to do the last page of the book, okay? The fraud, page 451. Y'all, that's a 10. The other one was an 11. This is crazy. It says, so hard and yet have understood so little. Old tricks. Okay, we're gonna read from that part. It says, old tricks. They no longer work. How could she have lived so long and thought so hard and yet have understood so little? What was this intolerable feeling? Love? She had been avoiding it for so long she had forgotten how painful it truly is. Take what resonates. It says, looking down, she saw she had soaked the collar of her own dress. Soon the door would open. She had only a few minutes left in which to adopt the proper stance of the targe. Saddened by her dear cousin's death, of course, but already turning to practical matters, like the will. Whose house was this now? Who would inherit these books, this desk, these pens? Who would write in this study? She moved the arm that covered his eyes and was horrified to find them wide open. My William, she screamed. It says, he seemed to be looking directly at the weeping woman bent over him, his forehead fixed on an expression of affection, puzzled interest, as if considering her for a character. And then it says in slanted letters, it says, the mysteries of Mrs. Tao were finally unfathomable. So somebody's figured out something, but somebody passed away. She was looking at him. He was dead, but his eyes was wide open, and he was looking at her with some type of affectionate serenity, of a knowing, like knowing her true authenticity. Okay, and something about a will, y'all. Y'all take what resonates. Y'all stay golden. I love y'all. See you on the flip side.